get this started. Give me a thumbs up when we're good to go. Okay, hey everybody, this is Terri Luongo and welcome to our Monday night call. And tonight is really special because tonight we're talking about something called our Freedom Revolution event. And tonight we have a lot of guests on the line, and so I'm going to be hosting the call. And tonight's purpose is to be with and share with mission-driven people on the topic of family health and nutrition. And if you're a guest tonight, you've been invited because, well, somebody knows you, respects you, loves you, and just wants you to know what we're up to as a community. So tonight is about being relaxed, and it's about being fun. And what we're going to do tonight is we're going to share some quick information, and we're going to share some stories, some pretty transformational stories. And we hope that you enjoy listening, and that maybe you'll hear something that resonates with you, or maybe you'll hear something and you'll say, you know what, my friend, my neighbor, my sister, my mother needs to hear this information. And so to kick it off tonight, I'd like to just really start with a question, because I do believe that the more questions you ask yourself, the better quality of life that you get to. So would you agree today that health is a priority and that health can be challenging? And if you say yes, then I'm in agreement with you. Because don't we all want to feel good, look good, and live a long, happy, productive life? And I know that I came to the realization 25 years ago that if this was going to happen, it was going to be my responsibility. And what I've learned is that it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be unpleasant. And it does not have to be confusing. And how do I know that? Well, that's where we come in. Because those of us on the call tonight that are part of the Juice Plus community, we represent a movement. And that movement is called the Healthy Living Revolution. And so myself, along with thousands of other people in this very unique community, have come together because we're taking healthy back in a simple, doable, and a fun way. And the goal of the Healthy Living Revolution, don't you love that name, is to come alongside of people like you and families like you that want better health. We want to meet people where they're at, and we want to empower positive change along the way. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to take you through 3 doors. The first door is some free resources that we want to share with you as a thank you just for being here. The second door is the nutritional door. And the third door is about the organization that makes all of this possible for each and every one of us. So the team at Healthy Living Revolution has created a selection of some pretty amazing resources for families to use. We have an amazing cookbook with clean, easy, healthy recipes. We have short webinars on trending health topics that you can watch at your leisure whenever you choose. We have a home fitness series, and we've got a great program for our kids called Start Strong Program. And all of this is available at a website called healthylivingrevolution.com. And I encourage you to go check it out and to go participate and use these free tools. And so now let's talk the nutritional door number 2. So nutrition, guys, it's the foundation of better health. Hippocrates said 2,500 years ago, let your food be your medicine, let your medicine be your food. You know, 2,500 years ago, he was not talking about Kraft macaroni and cheese, Pop-Tarts and Twinkies. He was talking about food that grows in the garden, and that, my dear friends, is the foundation of good health. He was talking about plants. And so we know that we need to flood our bodies with plants. We need to eat fruits, vegetables, and berries. It's not that they're good for you, my friends, it's that they're critical for you. And science tells us today that we should eat 9 to 13 servings of produce every day. And less than 4% of Americans, yes, less than 4%, even come close to eating enough produce so that they have that nutritional support, protecting, nourishing, and feeding their cells. And so that's where we come along with this Juice Plus program. Okay, Juice Plus is 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries, and Here are the bottles. There's the vineyard. There's the vegetables, the fruit. There's the vegetables. Excuse me as I throw this at you. Okay, we're talking, boom, I've got a good arm. Okay, we're talking kale and broccoli and parsley and cabbage and spinach and carrots and blueberries, blackberries, elderberries, grapes. That's ripened. It's, you know, it ripens on the vine. Okay, it's grown without herbicides, pesticides. It's GMO free. I'm going to tell you, it's real food, right? This produce is juiced when it's ripe. It's dried without losing the nutrition, and it's put into capsules for big kids and adults and soft chews for little kids. And in this juicing process, my friends, they juice the whole fruit and the whole vegetable. Did you know that 80% of the nutrition in an orange is in the peel? The entire orange is juiced for us. I don't know about you, but it's been a while since I sat down and ate orange peel. I'm just saying. And that's where the nutrition lies. It's slowly dried. It's backed by science. 35 pieces of research that say it gets to the cells, it feeds the cells, it reduces inflammation. We are fed, seriously, divinely fed. All right, so what I'd like to do right now is I'd like to start sharing with you, you know, facts tell. I could go on a litany of facts, but stories tell the real meaning and the real significance of what Juice Plus has done. So I thought tonight that we would start with Jen Grubb. I've known Jen now for about, I don't know, 6 years, and her story and her experience transformed my life. And it's transforming people around the world. So Jen, thank you for being on the call tonight.
Yes, well, thank you for having me. This is really exciting. What I love most about what we get to do, or what I get to do today and these every day, is see faces and connect with people. So as I look at all of your faces, I want you to picture a mom who's 36 years old. She has 4 children, no history whatsoever of illness or disease in her family, no reason to believe anything could ever go wrong. Some of you might be actually thinking that yourself, because that was me. I played college soccer. I married a soccer coach. I was coaching soccer. I mean, we were living a very active lifestyle, had 4 healthy pregnancies, and boom, January 2014, I found myself sitting at a conference table talking to doctors, and it's all kind of a blur now, who were saying, we're about 95% sure that that's breast cancer. And I paused because I sat there thinking, how do I get out of this room? This can't be true. This is not my life. I've got to go pick up my kids. That's all I kept thinking. And just because I have extreme faith and an amazing group of friends and family around me, my very best friend, who was introduced to Juice Plus from our pediatrician that we shared, said to me, wow, Jen, I'm scared, I'm sad, but maybe, just maybe, this could help you. So I started taking Juice Plus right around that diagnosis in January. In February, I had a double mastectomy. In March, I started chemo, 12 rounds. And then soon after, in June, I had 25 rounds of radiation. And then in October, had a full reconstruction, a full year of treatment, mom of 4, 36 years old with no history whatsoever. And throughout that entire year of taking Juice Plus, which is pretty much the one thing I changed, because that's just about all I could handle. I was trying to be normal for my children, but when they said my hair would fall out in 12 weeks, it took 4 weeks, it just thinned. Everything they said that was gonna happen pretty much didn't happen. They encouraged vitamins and all these things. And I said, do I have to? Because I found, Terry, I wish I had my bottles. I'd throw them at you, right back at you. But I found these bottles, and my doctor said, no, do the Juice Plus. It's fine. Until we see you hit a wall, take your Juice Plus. You're doing great. My blood work was great, everything. So I don't know chemo and radiation and surgery without Juice Plus. And I teach preschool 2 days a week. Like I said, 4 children, have a soccer coach of a husband. I live a very busy life, like most of you moms and dads on this call. And I did not slow down one bit. I did not slow down. And so I'm grateful for my best friend in that time of need. She did not hesitate. Never once did she hesitate to share this with me, because she knew she had something that could help me, and it helped to save my life. I am in remission. Yay! I'm so excited. I secretly want all of you to cheer, but you're all muted, but that's okay. I'm in remission and I'm not looking back. It is actually just this blip on the radar that changed my life and has brought a community of joy into my life. So I'm forever grateful for Juice Plus, and my children and our lives and our health have been forever changed.
Jen, your story continues. Hi, babies in the background. Your story continues to reach me at a really deep soul level. And so thank you, because I want everybody to know is that Juice Plus is safe for all ages, my friends. Pregnant women, nursing moms, children, elderly, athletes, everybody can take Juice Plus. It's such a blessing. And we have also a couple other products. We don't have a huge product line. You know, the developer of Juice Plus was a naturopath. And people are always asking, what about this? What about that? And he goes, no, we don't need this. We don't need that, because when the job is done, the job is done. But I can't imagine a day without my protein drink. This is called the Complete. And it's plants. It's plant protein. And I'm going to tell you, Dr. Bill Sears, who is America's pediatrician, calls this protein drink a brainy breakfast for children. I don't know about you, but that's the way I want to start my day, and it's the way I want to start my children's day. And then we've got this, our new omegas. I've got to tell you, I love my omegas. I can tell you right now, it's probably the #1 thing that helped me get through a concussion, a very severe concussion, very well. Not to mention hair growth and skin. Sometimes I think I look like I came out of a jelly factory. That, my darlings, is the omegas, all right? And we bypassed the fish. We went straight to the algae. So I'm not going to stop here. We've got another amazing story. We have Jessica Brown on the line. Jess, are you there? And would you share with us why you said yes to Juice Plus and what you've experienced for yourself and your family from the product?
Yes, absolutely. I'm excited to be here with you guys. So about 2 years ago, I got an invitation from a dear friend of mine, Stephanie, who's also on this call, saying, hey, you know, are you interested in coming to this free education seminar around whole food nutrition? And I said, sure. And she kind of caught me at the right time. That's usually how things work, right? Right time, right place. I had just had my third child. About, oh goodness, I think Sierra was around 4 months old at the time. I'm nursing. I exclusively nursed all my children. And I went there, and to be frank, I wasn't really happy with how my body was bouncing back. Now, quick little history. I grew up with parents in the hippie age who were naturalists and were very, very much into healthy eating, being active. My sister and I played Division I college basketball. So had like the intake from nutrition as far as growing up, kind of had that instilled in me without really knowing, because when you're a kid, you just eat what's on the table, right? You don't really pay attention to what it is. And then also, the sports background too. So very physically active. So, I go to school, I get married, we have 3 kids. When I'm sitting in front of this pediatrician and I'm hearing these unbelievable statistics about health, especially in America and kids, my jaw just drops. And it's like, I knew this, but I guess I didn't know to the extent of the seriousness of the health issues and the health crisis we have. And we like to say it's not a health crisis, it's a food crisis, right, in our nation. And so, again, back to how I grew up as an athlete. In college, my coaches tried to get me to take supplemental shakes to kind of gain some weight in my freshman, sophomore year. And I said no, because again, remember my hippie parents, right? Everything natural. So I just kind of had that instilled in my mind, like, don't take anything extra, just, what to do, just eat regular food. And so, I was just kind of a skeptic of anything that was a supplement. And Stephanie and her family were there, and they said, no, it's food. And they actually had bottles, and they showed me the labels. And I said, this has a nutrition label. this has like a list of food that I can pronounce. Like, I know what this is. Okay, awesome. And it's got all this research and science behind it. Like, I'm down. I'm in. We definitely can use this, this kind of produce, just add it on into our diets. I mean, it's a no-brainer. So for me, I went back home and I said, yes, no brainer. Sign me up. Like, I want it when my kids want it. Oh, by the way, Stephanie, hey, I'm going to tell my parents too, and they're going to want it, which we'll get to a little bit later on, which is how my story transitioned into the business. But so we start taking the product. My two younger kids are the girls, and I kid you not, they're born with environmental allergies. I mean, noses are running, and here in San Antonio, Texas, where we live, it's very, very bad allergies in this city. And so, you know, our kids would get sick when other kids would get sick, you know, just the kind of the typical average American family, if you will. Well, within about 2 months, I noticed that my middle, Mila, mind you, Sierra's only, you know, 4 to 6 months now. I noticed her nose wasn't running anymore. And now it's kind of going back to school time at that time. And everybody always gets sick within like the first 2 months of school, right? Well, my kids weren't getting sick. I'm like, that's kind of weird. Sierra, she's a baby. She's moving into table food. She gets a little runny nose. I say, I'm going to open up my capsule and pour it in my breast milk, you know, bottle so she can have that when I'm out working. Seems to be fine. They said she can eat food, right? And it's just food. Well, the more consistent I would do that, the faster her nose would dry up. So just started noticing like these small little things. I'm like, wow. And also we started to, you know, we got sucked right into all this awesome education that's free. And it just helped me start to lead with my family to make these little small changes. You know, I went to the pantry and ditched the white rice and ditched the cereal and ditched the goldfish, just like little things. I'm like, okay, we can start making small changes as well. So all these positive things start happening. My husband has, he's African-American and has these little white faint spots on his skin, and it's some kind of bacteria thing. I think it's prevalent in that culture. And 6 months after he starts taking the gummies, they're gone. Of course, he's Mr. Skeptic and to this day refuses to believe it's Juice Plus, but I don't care. I just keep giving him his gummies every day. So, you know, we just started noticing all these little positive health changes, more energy and better sleep. And we're just I am so grateful for that invitation, that one person who reached out and wanted to just share and bring me in. And it was somebody who I could respect as a physician with a medical history, giving me real stats, you know, that I can relate to as a mom and a working mom. And it really, truly just changed our life. And I like to say I'm a representative of just like a lot of ladies and gentlemen on the phone call, but I could never have another customer for the rest of my life, and I will still always be a customer myself. Like, we are Juice Plus customers for life.
For life. For life. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. And I want everybody to know that that's the purpose of our Freedom Revolution that we're going to talk about right now, is that, you know, the mission of the Juice Plus company is to bring freedom through improved health. And I want everybody to know that 80% of the people who use Juice Plus are just happy customers. And it's our job, it's our responsibility, it's our honor and our privilege to take care of these people, our customers, so that they will have an amazing experience. But often, many of our customers want to walk through the third door. They want to partner with us because they want to share the benefits of Juice Plus with their friends and their family. And so what we'd love to talk about right now is, I'd like to talk about why Jen Grubb, why I walked through the business door too, why Jessica Brown walked through the business door. Because for me, the product changed my health. It helped me recover from a litany of autoimmune conditions, and it brought back vibrant, vital health when I didn't know that was ever going to be possible for me again. So Jen Grubb, if you want to unmute yourself and tell us why, you know, you could have just been a happy customer. Why did you decide to engage and literally for you make Juice Plus your career?
You know, it's looking back now, I remember talking with my friend who recommended the product, and she said, you know, I was actually sharing it. It was just a natural reaction for me to share something that was working. And she said, why not do this business? And so I did my research. I sat down with my husband, like, you know, most of us do. And I knew he'd support me in whatever decision, but we went through and he asked me some pretty tough questions. Number one, how much is this going to cost us? Because, right, you buy your own business And he was worried, right? What am I now bringing to the table? And I'm going to need thousands of dollars. And I was like, no, it's $50 to buy your own business. And he said, really? And I said, yeah. And guess what? The other thing is, and he said, so what's our garage going to look like? Because he's a realist. And I said, no, there's no quota. There's no inventory. So it's basically what I choose to share and sell, and, you know, in my story and whatnot. If people buy it, great. If they don't, they don't. That's really what I thought. I said, but if I could get enough income coming in, couple things. I want all 6 of us on the product, and I want to pay for that. And he said, okay, go for that. You know, because once again, he's that every month, you know, watching every penny. Those of you that live with one of those probably know what I'm talking about. And I wanted everyone on the product, but I wanted the time freedom. With these 4 children, I worked in public school for 11 years and came home to work preschool part-time so I could have more time with them, knowing that when my youngest 2 twins went to kindergarten, that I was going to probably go back to work, because we like to travel. We like to, you know, we had dreams, we had goals, and, you know, we needed that extra income to live that way. And so I said to him, what if this $50 could actually replace my teaching income? He's like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever, go for it, babe. You got a few years to do that. So then I said, and you know what, I also want a pool. And he was like, okay, good luck with that too. All right, sure, babe. You know how much those cost? And I was like, okay. Well, I'm almost 4 years in May will be my Juice Plus anniversary, and I will not be going back to full-time teaching. The twins will go to kindergarten in August, and the pool will be done in about 4 weeks. So I'm so excited. Now I have to think of the next dream and the next goal, but I also have this time freedom. My kids were off school today because there was no school. Well, I just planned my business around. We went to the movies and I worked. I did work today. I took care of my customers, but I was able to plan it around their schedule, and they didn't miss mom. You know, someone was home with them while they were off school. So I'm just super blessed. And then at the highest, you know, commission, at the highest, sorry, not the highest commission, but the highest level in this company, which I'm nearing this year, it's, you know, full benefits and college tuition reimbursement. And once again, with 4 children, that's always in the back of our heads, is how we're going to save for that. And that now takes that stress off of him and I, because we will have that, knowing that I know it's, you know, 8 years from now when the first one leaves, but still, all of you on the call know, if you've had children go to college or are planning for it, it's a process, right? Putting that money away. And now I have that in our future. And so I'm forever grateful for that business plan, not to mention my very best friend that asked me to join this business. I now have a reason to work with her every single day and talk to her. We just get to do life together, and I see a lot of my amazing teammates on here, and I get to do life with them, and that's been a whole other joy in my life. I went from being diagnosed with cancer, making a decision to start a business, which can be scary, to literally gaining a whole new family who want nothing but success for me. And this company has such a heart of gold. I've never been a part of anything like it. So I'm grateful, and that's why I said yes.
And we're so glad you said yes, because you are affecting, you get to that top position, Jen Grubb, and know in your heart of hearts that you have changed the health of thousands of people at the cellular level because you had the courage to step up and say yes. And I want you to completely enjoy that benefits package, not to mention that expense allowance that I know you get every month. And that's pretty spectacular, because at the top position of this company, the expense allowance is $3,000 a month above and beyond your paycheck. All right. Thank you, Jen. All right. Now, Jessica Brown, you're like this multi-talented woman, wife, mom, corporate executive, busy, and yet you said yes to sharing Juice Plus. What is that all about?
Yeah, so similar to Jen's husband, I mentioned, right? Skeptic of the world over here. So when I was telling Stephanie, okay, yes, we want it for our family. And hey, I'm going to let my parents know too. So we may, I may be sending more people over to you. And Stephanie said, hang on, wait a minute. And I mentioned my sister too. She's like, you might want to consider signing up to be a rep. And I'm like, nope, don't sell, not a salesperson. And she's like, no, like, hear me out. It's $50 a year. Everything's virtual and online. And you don't have to do anything with it if you don't want to. Just order your own stuff. You'll get a little check every month, to somewhat of like a discount off the product, right? You're your own customer and do what you want with it. And I said, okay. So I come from a family of CPAs in addition to some other lines of work. And they looked into it with me and, everybody in the family said, yeah, I mean, looks like a great business plan. They've been around for now 25 years, same owner, ultimately found out it's a privately held company, debt-free for 25 years, and they're debt-free. And oh, by the way, it's a multi-billion-dollar company. I mean, all those things we were like, wow, they've got quite the structure set up. So I said, okay, I mean, seems like an easy, kind of no easy win, right? So let me go ahead and sign up. Next week comes and I'm talking with Holly Morris and Stephanie, and they said, well, what do you want to do with this? And I said, look, guys, and oh, by the way, I'm pumping in the nursing room at work, right? Because I remember I just had Sierra and I'm nursing, and I work full time at a very large financial institution with an incredible, unique mission. And I said, guys, I don't have time to sell. I was like, so I'm just going to tell you that right now. But what do you recommend, just to kind of ease my way through this? And their response, I never forget this, because I say this all the time now too. They both said, great. We don't sell either. We share. And that really has stuck with me for almost 2 years now, because I do life. I do my job. I do my kids' school stuff. I do the sports stuff. I do the spouse thing. And I do life, and I take Juice Plus with me. If I had to deal with product in our house, it wouldn't work. If I didn't have full access to being able to do anything I want in the palm of my hand with my smartphone, the business wouldn't work out for me with my lifestyle. But the longer I've been with this company, the more comfortable I am, talking about this business that I own. And it's kind of, I think it's a little bit of human nature, right? When you have your own direct sales, virtual franchise, other companies have kind of made a bad name for that. But sometimes it can be a little intimidating to talk about, or you're unsure. But over time, I'm just grown in the confidence and the knowledge, and just the way this company is set up with incredible people that go above and beyond for you personally and professionally. And, when you've got the owner of the company whose personal mission is to ensure that all of us get to live out whatever dream it is that we have, and he wants to have a structure set up for us to reach our goals and dreams. I mean, you talk about selfless. It's just been an incredible blessing to be a part of this company. And I'm kind of making my way, through the marketing plan, if you will, a little bit behind Jen, but this extra income, we were able, all of our family's product is paid for. We have extra income on top of that every month. And I really didn't plan on saying this until just a few minutes ago as I was listening to Jen. And I'm like, you know what? I should be very honest with you guys. My husband recently lost his job last October. Oh, wow. He was blessed to get right into a new job, just quick recovery, but it was a significant pay cut. And of course, I'm the financial person of the family. And so I'm looking at things and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to be losing this much every month or every week. And the Lord just continued to bless us with widening my team and deepening my customer base. And we have not yet. And now he was fortunate enough to get a quick promotion in this new job and get right back up to his old salary. But over the last, 5 months now, we never once had to dip into our savings account.
Nice.
And so I was just kind of scratching my head, and I was realizing that last month. I'm like, I don't know how that happened, but if it wasn't for that extra residual income, right? Because I can have great work, a great month, if you will, right? Where I'm sharing and so many other people are into it, and they want to change their lives and add Juice Plus to their life. And then I go for a month where life gets really, really busy and I get sucked in with work and kid stuff, and I'm not able to connect to my business as much as I would like, yet I'm still getting that check every month because of the residual income structure that they have. So I'll close with this. I truly feel like, and I tell my teammates this all the time, that I've just been so blessed with, I feel like, hitting the jackpot with two incredible companies. A corporate company, which, hopefully within 20 years, right, I leave there, I separate there, and those checks stop. But oh, guess what? I've got my Juice Plus company, which is the equally, right, best company I could ask for, providing that residual income now. Hopefully my customer base, they're staying with me in the next 25 years, right? And then that's what I get to do. Talk about fun, the only retirement gig. I mean, hello. So that's what I'm looking forward to, busting my tail right now so that I can hopefully one day retire early, be able to take trips and take care of grandkids and spoil them and all that great stuff. And I wouldn't be able to do that if Juice Plus was not structured the way it is and has not been around for so long with such an amazing product that's so deep in research.
Wow. Thank you, Jessica. Thanks for sharing from your heart and being so vulnerable. And you too, Jen. Vulnerable. When we're vulnerable people, it resonates with people. So what you have both demonstrated is that this business can be short-term cash, or it can be long-term wealth building, and it can be a retirement strategy. And this freedom revolution gives parents financial peace of mind to choose mom and dad care instead of daycare, if that's what you're looking for. Like for Jessica, hardworking professionals can have the dream, and the choice to build their own dreams instead of somebody else's, if that's what they choose. Okay, college kids can earn a little bit of money on the side. Empty nesters can secure and increase their retirement income. Imagine, it can be all that and so much more. Some of the most fulfilling and rewarding work you will ever do. So I hope that maybe you heard something tonight that resonated with you. Maybe you know someone that might want to change their health by saying yes to Juice Plus, the product. And maybe someone wants to change the destiny of their lives by saying yes to Juice Plus, the business. And we're ready to meet you wherever you are, wherever you're at. So I'm just going to say, come on along. Come on along. Lock arms with us. Be the change. We desperately want you and need you, and we're here to support you. So I want to say good night. I want to say thank you to Jen Grubb, to Jessica Brown. This is the community that we live in. These are the people we hang with. I'm going to tell you, we are blessed. Thanks so much, guys. Peace and blessings. See you soon. Good night now.